Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if you can hear me. I've got a new mic set up, so I don't know exactly how this is working, but just let me know.
Coaches and athletes, it's time for the
Big
warm-up of the
day ahead.
first
Big day.
quarterfinals.
Especially this floor final. I'm really excited for this floor final.
فترة الإحماء
Lots
لأول
of big stars,
4
lots of big
كاميرات
juniors in this floor
الأبارات.
final. Turn this down. Okay, let's have a real quick look at the international scoring.live. So, hold on, I need to turn the sound down a wee bit. There you go. Arseny Dugno in first with a massive 14.533. Camilo Vera in second. Daniel Marinov, Sebastian Sponovic, Aldrew Yulo, Ray Zapata, Lee Hongyun, and I'm not sure how to say that name if I'm honest. Double check it's all working. Okay, I think it should be working. So this is kind of like dominated by the juniors that just competed at the junior champs like 3 months ago, which is pretty crazy. Rise of the juniors, the next generation is upon us. But we got some old names in here as well. We got the Razor Pata in there. Dukno's the one that cleared him at the last Junior Worlds, right? Yeah, he destroyed everybody. He could have medaled at seniors. He could have... Him and Noah Safit could have been battling it out for that third spot. And he could have won floor.
Coaches and athletes, the
One of the
warm-up
hardest
session
routines in the world. And it's Daniel Marinov. He had a good performance at last year's Worlds as well. Oh, I'm excited. World Cup time, baby. Let's go. Let's bump this up a bit. I'm just sad we didn't get to see a New Zealander in here. Come on, Max. What happened? If you guys didn't know, we've got Max doing a live blog right now. I'm going to paste the link in chat. If you go to that link, he's going to be posting from the very venue itself. So if you want the latest up-to-date updates on what's happening, then jump over there. But let's check out Daniel Marinov. Cheeky double out full twist. I like that. Wow, that was his double front stick. He scored 14 in quals. Where's going to be broadcasted the WAG? WAG will be broadcasted here as well. Oh, when? You have to wait until the floor finals finish, which I don't know how long it's going to be, like half an hour, 40 minutes. Could be longer. Nice, a double pipe connection as well. Cheeky. Prediction, out of 8 people that are in this floor final, how many are just going to do the jump full twist to prone as their artistry requirement? Double pike finish. Nice routine. Plenty of sticks in there. Who is going to do something more fancier than a jump full twist to prone? Not that I can say much, because that's what I'm doing in my routine. But, you know. Daniel Marinov. Here we go, Max. I genuinely think there's more judges on floor than spectators at the moment. Pre as it fills up, this is discouraging. Damn. I really hope we get to see Max in the crowd on screen as well. That'd be funny. Withdrawal from Colombia. No. That means Camilo Vieira's out. No, I really wanted to see him. Dang. That sucks. I was actually really excited to, hopefully in my week recap video and even a short, I was really excited to do a juniors takeover at Cairo World Cup, but maybe not. It's a shame, it's a shame. I hope it's nothing bad. So guys, head over to stagmedia.co if you want to keep up with the live blog on the right side of your screen. And let me know any changes to make, because this is like the first time that we've tested out the live blog and I quickly just mocked it up straight before the stream. So please let me know what I can change. Daniel Marinov chilling. 14-2-3-3. I'll be happy with that.
Preparing to compete from China.
What apparatus is
Li
this? This
Hongyan.
is the floor final at Cairo World Cup. This is Li Hongyan. He scored a 13-7-3-3 in qualifying. Let's get it, Li. Honestly, not a gymnast that I know much about. I feel like China's pool of gymnastics is pretty deep. Nice. Where I don't really know much about this guy, but he's doing big passes like this. Nah, Carl's not done yet. I actually don't know when he is, but this is only second athlete. Two and a half side pass. That's a very valuable side pass, worth the same as the double twist double back that he just competed. When I'm thinking about maximizing a floor routine for myself and my own training, that front two and a half often gets put in my mind when I'm crafting routines. Like, it would be very valuable to have. Oh, lovely two and a half layer. Thanks, bro. All good. Another double pike finish are we going to see? Yeah. That's a nice routine. Can't hate on that from Li Hongyan. What does Max think? Okay, Max, Daniel Marinov, AIN, obviously Russia. Just full twisting double A to start, clean. Double twist to double front tuck stuck. Clean non-acro series. Real emphasis on the corner transitions today. Front full to double pike, easily done. Back to and up down the side. Different routine from qualifications. This is good insight from Max here. So Max is at the Cairo World Cup right now. So he has seen what all these guys have competed. And he himself is also a judge here in New Zealand, a pretty high up judge for us over here. So he'll give lots of good insights. Max, let's go. I think Duckno will be in the first place. Yeah. I would put him there too as well if I had to predict, but Daniel Marinov just put together a pretty nice score, and all it takes is a off landing. 13.766. I think he'll be happy with that. That's about similar to his qualifications. Yeah, Daniel 14.233 is a pretty good score. As long as Dukno stays on his feet and stays a little bit clean. This guy's cool though, Sebastian Sponovic. At the last World Cup in Italia, it was his birthday competing, and he won the vault title on his birthday, which is pretty incredible. Wow, that's crazy turnover in that double-double there. Another big pass, double twist, double front probably. Yeah, ooh, big step. I saw on his Instagram, he said that his qualification score was his personal best on floor. So it'd be good if he could match that probably. 13.933 in qualifications. Double pack Arabian, I like that. Pretty valuable in this code right now. That's an E. Another double pike to finish. That's the third double pike to finish that we've had. Good routine from him though. All right, now we got the max breakdown of Lee Hon Yen. Front lay forward double pike, low landing, and I think a foot out of bounds. Blah, blah, blah. This is so cool. Max is literally in the arena right now and can just, if we wanted to, we could just watch the live blog that he's doing here and see who wins before it's even shown on screen. Man, that's a really nice double out right there. I do need to tinker with it now because I can see that I have to keep refreshing, but it's a work in progress. Nice. Sebastian. I like Sebastian's energy. He always looks really happy out there. All right, Sebastian, what does he get? There it is, 13.566. So not as clean as his qualifications, but I think his qualifications was a bit of an outlier. That was super clean. Let's go, Mr. Sponovic. All right, here he is. The man everyone has is their first place, I believe. Only Justin, man. This is his first senior competition after winning almost everything at the Junior Worlds last year. Here we go. One of the top, definitely top 10 athletes on floor in the world, maybe top 5. Cheeky jog into a double-double layout. He can do a triple-double layout there, but obviously the double-double layout might be just easier, but cleaner. Ooh, bit of a step there. Check this. Double-double on the side. That's like Jake Jarman level bounciness. Okay, I know I was hating on the jump forward to prone, but I actually don't mind that one. A little bit of flair to it. I really hope they show that double-double on the side again because that's crazy. Front forward to front 2.5. Pretty rare pass. You don't really see twisting to twisting passes these days. I like that though. Like a cheeky front forward 2.5. And wow, big pass to finish. Double A with a full twist. Yeah, it's gonna score nicely. You just had like one average landing. The rest was really nice. Yeah, last year he did a triple double in that first pass and finished with a double double layout. And that was, I don't know if that was the highest difficulty of the year, but it was one of the highest difficulties of the year. If you're in chat, what are you excited to watch tonight? And hopefully it's the men's gymnastics, right? Got some men's gymnastics fans in chat. Honestly, floor is probably my favorite final here. But we do have some stars on pommel horse as well. We've got Mamikon Kachatrion from Armenia, Hamlet Manukin as well. Got Petronius on rings. Ada Dubtian on vaults. Liu Yang on P-bars. I don't think that's the Liu Yang you'll be thinking of. I think it's a newer, younger Liu Yang. Look at this P-bars as well. If we scroll down, who do we see? Anya Barajas with a 13.033. But he has got 6.1 difficulty, so he must have tried everything. Anya Barajas not having the best day on parallel bars, and check the horizontal bar as well. If we just scroll down, Anya Barajas with a 9.33. I haven't seen the routine, but from the New Zealand boys that I talked with that are over there now, he sounds like he just had a really bad day, just fell on everything. This guy was popular in my last stream as well, Luciano. So I'll be excited to see him live. Well, what happened to Barajas? I'll see if I can ask Max actually. He just fell on everything, but I don't know if he got injured or anything. I'll quickly ask. Do you know what happened to Anya? Injured or just a bad day? Let's see. All right. It sounds like Anya just had a bad day, so no injury or anything. Which is good. Anyone know who this guy is? Tokyo Olympics silver medalist, I think. Yeah, I think it was Tokyo Olympics. Yeah. Raiduli Zapata. You know, I just got a new coach here. We just got a new coach here in New Zealand in Christchurch, and his name is Jorge Rubio. And he was actually on the Spanish team along with Ray back in the day, which is super cool. So I've been trying to learn how to say the Spanish names correctly. Raiduli. the weight. Zapata probably won't even be competing his own skills, which is sad. I want to see the Zapata. It's almost not worth doing though. They downgraded what Zapata's worth. You get 0.6 for doing the skill now, and you used to get 0.7. Come on, judges. We've had ages. We don't have Dukno's score yet. So I don't know what they're messing about with. Look at the boys there. It's nice. In a time where the world seems to be exploding globally, it's nice to see different nations get together. Sharing a commonality being gymnastics. What do you think they're arguing over? I don't know. I was just thinking, as I said there earlier, what in that routine could be what they talk over. This is very interesting. The scores come through as a 14-1-3-3 with no bonus. I feel like he stuck it, didn't he? Maybe that's what they were arguing over. Or maybe they're arguing over how much out of bounds he took. It's interesting. I think Max would definitely have something to say about that. There appears to be technical difficulties with the system. Oh, okay. That's annoying, but whatever. Here we go. It's way easier to go back in the live stream if you're watching on YouTube rather than me on what I'm viewing on now. So maybe just go back like a couple minutes and see if he actually stuck there, because I feel like he did. Here he goes. Come on, Ray. Max noted that it was a small hop. Okay. I trust Max. 1.5 double pike. Big step forwards. That's a massive pass. He doesn't even do it on a full diagonal. But because he's done it on like a half diagonal, now he can use this diagonal that he's on now twice. Because you're not allowed to use one diagonal more than twice. So he's essentially done 3 big tumbling passes without having to switch up and go on a side pass. But to do that, he's also doing a back 1.5 front double pike from like a hurdle. Oh, look at him. I feel like he just inched down slightly to get that press a little bit lower. Cheeky. 2.5 lay. Jorge, if you're in chat, let me know. It's my new Spanish coach. Friend of Rise. Hey, pop off, come on. Oh, I want to see the reaction. It's my favorite part of the comp. I love seeing the reactions. Good routine, good routine. It was only really that big step on that first pass. Wonder if they're going to show it now. Whoa. So powerful. Double, double out. Oh, hey, in chat. Ray. If you guys just saw who I was talking about earlier, that's Jorge Rubio in chat, and he actually uploads YouTube videos. He just started. He's been doing travel stuff on Instagram, so check him out. You can. I wonder if you can just click on his name straight in the chat. I'm sure you can. But Jorge and I, as well as another friend, just went to a very beautiful, picturesque spot in New Zealand, and he vlogged the whole thing. So if you want to see that, get following him. This is some of what we saw. You ready? Let me do a bit of that. If you want to see the full vlog, follow Jorge, who is in chat right the heck now. So what did he score in quals? He got a 13.8. I feel like it's going to be lower just because of that big step at the start. No, I don't know, actually. Maybe a 13.7, 13.6. The boys still just chilling. I feel like we need to do some like score predictions in chat after every routine. Get like a poll in the chat where people can choose between like a 13.5 to a 13.7 or a 13.7 to 13.9, so forth. I wonder if that's easy to do. Surely. I'm going to try it for the next one. 13.933, that's a good score. Take that. We'll take that. I just started a poll for this guy. Oh, he just kept that in. Sorry, I better chuck it over to here. All right, should be better. Nice. Keeps it in. Ooh, sticky. Double, double. Another full twist to stomach. Classic. And triple Russians. Full twist to stomach and triple Russians. Very popular, it seems. Oh, nearly stuck there. Nice. All right, how's that poll going? And how do I find out? All right, we've got one vote each on 13 to 13.4, 13.4 to 13.8, and then 13.8 to 14.2. Let's see. If you want to check out the website, the STAG website, I've just put it in chat there. You can create a free account and then you can comment on Max's live blog and you can watch competitions when we host competitions on the website, and you can add comments and ask questions for our podcast guests and do lots of fun things. So head on over there. We're definitely trying to grow the brand, give the gymnastics people a little bit of a something to gather around, something to gather the community around, uplift everyone, hopefully uplift the sport. I want to see if we can get some more members on the website. Hey, I've got a picture of Max straight from the. Hello. That's better. This is Max, hard at work at the live blog at the Cairo World Cup. He competed in floor and vault. And I just saw a pop up as I was in that scene right there. A very famous, popular gymnast coming up. Probably one that most people would tune in to see for men's at the moment, to be honest. 13.766. So who won that? We had 2 people win that. Let's go. Look who it is. Look who it is. Aldrew Yulo in the chat. Oh, come on. After winning a medal at the last World Cup. Is this going to be a junior takeover in the podium, second and third? Let's find out. Oh, that's too nice. Ah. Wow. Like the tuck and that double front, knees glued together. Like the Yulo brothers are just like everyone else is here. They're just like phew, just one step ahead of everyone. Yeah, the style is immaculate. Ooh, okay. Little hoppy. Oh, it's classic scale, eh? Different artistry move. today. Oh, he wanted that stick. Double later finish. Beautiful. No stick, but beautiful, beautiful. And I'm just seeing here in the live blog that Max mentioned there was an inquiry for arsony, which was denied. So I'm guessing maybe they inquired about a stick bonus, or maybe the what's it called? The neutral deduction that he got. I don't know. Look at this double front. Knees glued. When I do my double front, my knees are like, I grab my knees and I pull them as far apart as possible, just so I can rotate faster. Which gets me a deduction, but it is what it is. I'm not as good as Aldrew Yulo. My parents are actually in the Philippines right now. And yeah, whenever I FaceTime mum or call mum and there's a Filipino around, I always talk about Carlos. The Yulo brothers. All right, scores to beat right now. Let's see. He wants it. 14. It's got to be a 14 plus. Oh, it is. I've seen it early. Far out. That's crazy. Let's check the reaction. Happy chappy. Represent, boy. I like that. This is who we got instead of Camille Vieira. Older gymnasts. We went from first year senior to like 10th year senior.
Oh, lovely straight position.
He's got some skills.
Held the landing nicely.
Triple on the side stick.
Much precision in the twisting.
That was nice.
Crossing over of the ankles. Just takes a moment to ready himself for a busy pass.
I don't know what he was trying there. Maybe a front layer. Does the high bar finals today as well? No, high bar finals will be tomorrow.
Yes.
If you add like
2
hours onto right now, and then add another full day, that's probably when the high bar final will be. Pommel final is straight after this. It'll be at the same time as the women's first rotation,
really going very nicely.
Which is vault. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think women do vault first.
And he's competed at virtually every edition of this World Cup as well. It was only the 2025 competition that he wasn't able to be part of.
Wow, lots of height in that double pike.
Tight pike position that he hit.
Are you excited for Pommel motivational pulse?
Layout position as well.
It's definitely a final to be excited for.
Wasn't quite as sharp, and he was also a little bent over at the midsection, more than a little bent over as he landed. So some clear execution deductions.
We've had some crazy World Cup Pommel horse finals and some also pretty average World Cup Pommel horse finals, but this could be a pretty good one.
Considering that he didn't have much warning that he was going to be competing,
This top 4 is pretty crazy.
From the first reserve, Antonio Stantalidis.
The Armenians and the
13.5 was his
Kazakhstanians.
qualification score.
Kazakhstanians? I don't know
Yeah,
what that is.
exactly. A slightly resigned reaction from him because he knows it was nearly there.
That'd be fun though. 13.133.
133 is the score. The execution is down a little way from qualifying.
It's not bad. Not a middle, but not
Means
bad.
it's
Not
Daniel
bad.
Marinov's title, and we'll bring you the classified
So this
results
is your
in a moment.
floor final results. We have Daniel Marinov in first, Arseny Dukno second, and Aldrew Yulo in third.
The classified results in
They go on the main
men's
screen.
floor competition. The bronze to Aldrew Yulo of the Philippines. Silver to
Arseny Dukno and Aldrew Yulo
by
on the
Daniel
podium.
Marinov.
This is like
First World Cup title
their
for him.
first competitions in senior. Almost a junior takeover. Just have Daniel Marinov holding it down in first place. That's a good final though. There wasn't anything too crazy happening. I don't think there was even one fall. Obviously that last guy had a mistake in one of his passes, but it's pretty good. Let's go.
Another appearance on a World Cup podium for this young gentleman, the teenager from the Philippines. 14 his score.
14 flat. I think he scored 13.9 at
Winning bronze.
Antalya to get bronze, so
Please take your seats.
it's another personal best as well. Good final.
The
Good final.
silver medalist in waiting, Arseny Dukno, the all-around junior world champion. Senior international debut and on the podium.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna start a poll now for the
And it's Daniel
men's
Marinov who wins the
gymnastics
gold medal with a
Pommel
score
final.
13.233.
Who do you think you guys will win it? It's probably gonna take me a while to
And that increase of about a quarter of a mark
set this
for
up as well.
qualification, enough to move from
Who wins?
third in the qualification round to top spot in this final. Well, we're going to move on in just a moment to the men's pommel horse and women's vault competitions. So don't go too far away. The action will resume in Cairo at the International Arena.
Oh, I can only do 4 options for the poll, so you guys get to choose from the top 4.
And now on to the vault finalist and the pommel horse finalist.
You guys get to choose from Mamikon Kachatrian, Zainola Idrisov, Neriman Kabanov, and Hamlet Menukin.
Here are the finalists in the vault
From
competition.
China,
We'll start with
Judy
Judy
Jiang.
Abdullah of Egypt. We'll then have Zhang Shuting of the People's Republic of China.
I'm definitely going to put my vote in.
To the 8th and 7th best in
representing
Can I?
qualification.
Chile, Francesca Santi.
Oh, I can't vote. I'm going to vote on my phone.
Francesca Santi of Chile, 6th best in qualifying. Veteran performer, wonderful to
From
see her here.
Panama, Hillary Heron.
Hillary Heron from Panama, 2nd best in
Who wins pommel horse? I'm going to go with
place on the podium.
Elizabeth Aouz.
underdog. I'm actually going to go with Zainola,
Elizabeth
I believe.
4th best
In
in
Zainola.
qualifying.
From Slovenia, Teja Bela.
Probably the most underrated out of those 4.
Another hugely experienced
Karbanov's definitely
apparatus.
the veteran here.
20th World Cup medal.
Rin Min Yu.
Mamikon and Hamlet, the Armenian young
Republic of China
goats on pommel there.
turns
Watch out for them.
4 days, 5th
From
best in
Spain,
qualification.
Maya Font.
And we will
So I think they're just doing the whole women's vault final
the Spaniard Laia Font.
before pommel, which is fine.
Anticipate she'll produce the only double twisting Yevchenko
See if Max does some updates for
in the final, I
wave
should say,
vault.
based on what
Oh no, we got Wag Vault and Meg Pommel Horse on at the same time. I'll be focusing on Pommel Horse, sorry Wag fans, but I'll try to get as many vaults in as I can. Max working overtime, let's go.
And now on to the Pommel horse finalists from
As somewhat expected, an AI in sweep with Yulo in third with a clean routine. And no falls, Mag final, how good, true. That was a great final. Check this guy, this is another junior worlds medalist. I think he medaled last year, I don't know. Maybe I could quickly check that, but another junior taking over the senior ranks. Sam, what's up, Sam? What are you doing up this late? We just finished a banger floor final. Yeah, we have Arjing was first qualifying. No, in the final. First in the final for the Junior Worlds. And qualified in 6th. With a 13.533. He'll need a lot more than that to win this though. 14.366. So he upgraded a lot since... What, when was that? November? It's a crazy upgrade. Interesting. Okay.
He will get things finished. So it's really interesting, isn't it? Actually, looking at the dynamic of this competition.
And he also got
Women's vault
5th
and men's
on
vault
P-Bus.
running simultaneously. We're going to finish both of these finals with the top performer in the preliminary round.
coaches and athletes, normal time for
I miss Lan Yan Bin though. That guy was crazy from China, that junior.
Particularly an impressive looking pommel horse.
Jamming some MC and watching this. Let's go.
Often do we say that in World Cup
No Fortnite tonight.
It's got to be one of the most difficult routes to access the World Championships or the Olympic Games, depending on what particular.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up Lan Bin Yang's
employed.
gymnastics because he became one of my favorite gymnasts
Is full of
after watching him at Junior Worlds last year.
And as a result, World Cup competitions are full of them. And all of that's great fun for us.
All right, here we go. Check this man.
So let's just
Oh,
take stock of
that's
even
cold.
more nuanced way in the Pommel
He
horse
is
final.
the cleanest
We have
gymnast
third and
in the
second
world.
place qualifiers in the first half.
Ignore that step.
The women's vault final will see the top qualifier Laia
He
Fowler
has
perform
less difficulty than the best in the world, but he averages like a 9.1 execution or something crazy like that.
second best performing at the
So if he can up his
highest
difficulty a little bit and keep that 9.1 execution,
to penultimate spot
he wins everything.
Polak, who was the third best in qualification. This could be a very tight final determined by extremely small margins.
Top 3 gymnasts for me.
A lot may depend as well on whether intended vaults actually get the
Who's your favorite
scores that the gymnast has,
gymnast in chat?
because there are some
Mag or Wag?
for a certain degree of difficulty
Mine's Lan Bin Yang.
necessarily get it in qualification. It might have been, for example, a straight position intended that was performed piked and therefore received a lower difficulty. So
Crazy.
we'll try and break that down on a
I don't know when we're going to see him next. I feel like
does apply to some.
if he was from Australia or something, you'd see him at all these different competitions. But since he's from China, probably just waiting to like release him at World Champs or something.
We've got the great Kazakhstan-Armenia pommel horse match.
I want to see him now. I want to see him in action.
In the middle, who will be determined to steal.
Looks like Carlos skipped Cairo World Cup. He is currently in France. Antibies Club top 12. Yeah, real mean Kamachi. I saw that. He got a crazy score. I'm gonna pull that up too. I don't know if it's reliable though. It's I think it was a 14.833, and he only sucked the last pass. But the landings are pretty clean though. They're 0.1s, but to get a 14.833, without sticking every pass is
Hope
pretty
you're enjoying it all so far.
impressive.
To have you with us. It's the Cairo
Sam Alexander, you. Nah, that's you, bro.
at the Cairo International Arena.
You're my favorite gymnast.
I am privileged to have your company
40.8 through. All right.
in the arena.
Let's have a quick look at this. Warm-ups, warm-ups, warm-ups.
To a close. That's
All right, back to
just
Carlos.
with Chile.
Same routine we saw him do last year. Back 2.5 to a double pike.
Pleasant day in the city of Cairo. Traffic
And check this pass. It is a double-double.
Sunday.
No, it's a double full. But you can see it's like really, really similar to
Busy traffic.
his younger brother, how they twist. They really sit into that double layout before they twist it. That's 3.5.
And the gymnasts love to take in those
Awesome
scenes
to
when they
see
come
Cam
down.
on Pommel.
Go on trips to the pyramids.
Cam? Like Cam Beaton? Is he on Pommel?
Organised, very regularly by the
I have not been noticing.
local organising committee here. I'd also like to get into
Cam Beaton, our
old city
resident judge
chance to visit
here in New
London.
Zealand,
Amazing markets there, beautiful architecture going back
is also at these World
thousands
Cups.
of years. And there's the Museum of Egyptian Civilization as well that contains the famous.
When do you guys think Carlos Yulo is going to turn that double twist layout into a double twist double front?
All of this is very
Oh,
familiar for
because that's like the only real way that he can upgrade this routine, apart from twisting those double layouts more.
moving to the USA, to the University of Illinois.
He needs to
She's
do a double twist double front.
study there on a full athletic scholarship. Congratulations to
All
her.
right, here goes wag vault,
Underway with a well-performed full twist.
full twist, Yurchenko.
She was
Nice.
an absolute star of the Cairo
All right, let's see if Max is doing live updates on this one. All right, here we go. We got a. Turns out the 0.3 neutral deduction for Duckner was for repeated corner transitions. First time I've seen that taken internationally. Okay, interesting. That's probably that's probably the first time that deduction's ever been taken, and they cost him a medal as well. Interesting. Do you guys in chat know about the repeated transitions rule? It's a new rule just in this year.
She's a really positive and bright young person. She'll fit in so well to the
Second inquiry submitted for Duckner. Coaches at the desk as well as the head of the MAG TC.
attitude
I believe it's been rejected.
devoted to her
Ouch.
studies as a gymnast.
That's definitely a talking point for my video, or maybe even a short. Because I feel like
She can handle a big competition.
this type of deduction can be very subjective. Interesting. I wouldn't have known that if Max wasn't doing a live blog, so there you go.
Very positive.
I'm going to try to do a WAG cover.
Just a fraction.
Boat qualification, vaults. I'm not even sure who this is. That's so bad.
Sometimes no need
Help
for
me in
full.
chat if you can.
This we anticipate being the more difficult of her vaults, and indeed so.
Cool.
So the young gymnast who was born in Greater Cairo in Giza on the west
She's
bank of the Nile
Egyptian,
opposite
so it
the
must be
city of
this
Cairo.
Judy Abdullah.
As I mentioned earlier, a big move coming up in her life when she goes to the United States of America.
Oh yeah, Pommel time.
Wish her the very best and good fortune in her studies. Now it's Nariman Kurbanov,
Thanks, Cecil.
third best in qualification, silver medalist.
He scored 14.566 in quals, but my guy's capable of 15, and he's gonna do it right here, right now.
He's
Oh,
so
nice.
well known for that, cutting out the middle of the apparatus to bolster difficulty.
Okay, this looks better than Natalia. Triple Russian on one
So well
handle.
to keep that body straight. That's complicated work.
Come on.
Single arm gymnastics as well. So
Some
demanding.
single handle
Keep
flop
keeping the
work.
system going.
Surely he's got.
Again.
Boom. Oh, come
Goes
on.
through that with very
Do you see Malay Karimi's reaction in the top right? He did one of these.
Difficulty score of 6.
Because Kurbanov was meant to swing to handstand, do a couple pirouettes down the pommel. But I actually don't think that's too bad. Because of the way that he entered into the dismount, I think it's still worth a D.
Everything went as it should have done.
But difficulty will be down probably like 2 or 3 tenths.
Judy Abdullah of Egypt.
Judy competing in a home crowd.
17-year-old.
But to be honest, it looks like there's no crowd there.
With a score of 13.033. Really well done to her.
13.033. What does that do for her?
On average from qualification.
Oh, it's a cheeky wee upgrade.
The 13 barrier. That's the
Nice.
mark everyone's got to try and beat. Zhang Shuting of the People's Republic of China.
Zhang Shuting from China.
Senior international debutant. You may remember her from the Junior World Championships last year. Had a secure first vault. Well done to her.
Nice.
Full twisting Yurchenko. We anticipate.
Alright, we got 5 votes in the poll right now and 37 people in here right now. What are we doing? There's 32 people that haven't voted for who they think will win the Pommel Horse final.
Much of a muchness.
And no one's voted for Mimic and Katratrion, who is the first qualifier.
As a senior for the first time, you
Come on, people.
from home, compete in a big arena with a lot of very experienced athletes.
2 stag leaps loses you a World Cup gold from Asni Dukno's floor. That's crazy. Hey, we just got two more votes. Man, people really think Kurbanov's winning after that dismount fail. Well, not fail, but dismount mistake. Alright, I'm gonna quickly cheat and see if his scores come through yet. 14,566. Actually still has the same difficulty this finals. Interesting. That could have been a 6-3 though.
12.933.
Could have had 3 more tenths there. That score could definitely win if one of the Armenian fellas or other Kazakhstan guy fell.
Number 2.
Alright, vault number 2 for this one.
That was nicely done as well.
Cool. Not bad, not bad.
As we saw from Judy Abdullah.
Are the judges trying to set a tone earlier in the quad that no, we're really taking these deductions when it comes to corner transitions? Cecil says. I don't know, because I saw some pretty egregious mistakes. Not mistakes. I feel like this deduction could have been taken in the qualification round or even at Antalya World Cup.
Slightly more difficult vault of the 2. It's worth a 4.4.
But I think the fact that they've taken it here will make people look at the routine and say, oh, this is what they're looking for.
Difficulty score of 6, exactly the same as qualification across the board.
Because I think there's going to be some rough chats of like,
Gold medal winning score.
technically this was a stag leap with a full twist, and then this next one was a stag leap with a 3/4 twist. I don't know. I feel like it's going to get a little bit messy. I'm going to end that poll as well, because we can't be cheating and picking someone who's already won. So there we go. The people have chosen Kurbanov as the winner. Let's see. As Aojing gets up on the pommel horse.
Starts with compelling height. If he can maintain this, it'll be
Nice Russians.
precise display. The heels are well together.
Wow, this is a really nice swing.
Smooth into the
Oh,
flares
what did I
and
say
then-
there, bro?
Oh dear, what a shame because he started them so nicely. It was a lovely transition into
Really
the
nice
flares.
swing, bro. What am I? Just keep my mouth shut next time.
Oh, so nearly. Now
Come on,
back
AR. His first senior competition, international competition.
big issue to put to one side, but bear with me. He's very good to watch, isn't he? He's got a nice, graceful style.
Alright, he's gonna try it again.
You just look at how close the legs get to the pommels. It's a tiny deviation from what's correct, and you clunk into them and you're off the apparatus.
Nice.
He's very good.
It's a good routine, but
And he's only 18.
it's a shame about that fall. Alright, I have in the chat by Sanic. Don't you get the neutral deduction if you don't do a beautiful transition, and if you repeat, then just a 0.1 deduction? I'm not sure actually.
Going on the road and doing these World Cup events.
If you repeat, it might be the other way around. It might be 0.1 if you
Scores to come in. She'll be waiting.
for like a simple step transition, and then it must be 0.3 for a repetition. Are you gonna do anything on the Luxembourg Open comp? Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely cover that in my YouTube video in a couple days, because there's some big routines there, some big competitors. Heath Thorpe, and I always like to keep up with what the Australians are up to.
Beyond the Egyptian. This is what I mentioned about
That's right. He's the kid who won Pommels with the full after late run foul. Yeah. Cecil, the Pommel final at Junior Worlds was rough, but Aojing was still the least rough, I guess, and managed to win it there.
Francesca Santi of Chile, 33.
I could probably pull that up as well.
She hasn't competed a great deal at international level over the last couple of years. Real vault specialist.
Oh,
Just wasn't quite there.
that looked a bit painful. That looked a bit painful.
Sukahara, so she's going in the opposite order as we expected from Abdullah and Jung, but with the same two vaults. She's an amazing advertisement for tenacity. If you think she had a difficult time there, it's nothing compared to literally years of her life.
These are the highlights from the junior.
As a gymnast. Family moved from Chile to Spain. She couldn't afford to train at the high performance center. She was there briefly, but it was so expensive. So she didn't actually.
All right, here was the Junior Pommel World Final.
2005 until 2013. Can you imagine that? An 8-year gap at that stage of your life.
Oops.
Most people would have
Oops.
gone, well, that's a part of my life that no longer exists. I can't be a gymnast anymore. I've got to do something else. To then come back
That's.
almost a decade later
This is Aojing right there.
and go on to be a Bolivarian Games champion, to be a South American champion, to win World Cup medals.
Rough.
You want a role model, not just in gymnastics, but in life. You've got one when you look at her.
All right, let's see what Max is saying on the live blog on the STAG website. Nice. He's doing a Pommel and Vault live blog.
So it was a double twisting Yurchenko, by the way, from Francesca Santi. I was too focused on what I thought she was going to do rather than what she actually
I
did.
agree with what he said there. It's 14.566. Very good score for not the routine that he wanted being Karbanov.
Difficulty. There we go, 12.5. The score.
Scenic, but it's easier to do simple steps the whole time and just take 0.1 rather than taking 0.3, which doesn't make much sense. Well, ideally you wouldn't be taking anything because it's not the hardest
She was going to do
deduction to avoid
twisting Sukahara. That's what she came up
compared
with.
to an accidental step out of bounds or something.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've had an inversion from qualification. So,
Definitely be a wake-up call.
really was
Is there
going
any
for
pommel difficulty that is easy to get around C or above, not travel or flop skills?
full twisting Yurchenko. So she's gone
Is
for a
there any
intensifies.
pommel difficulty
Now
that is easy to get, that is around a C or above, which is not a travel or flop skill. Oh, probably a C scissor, I would say. C scissor, if you start on the handles and move down, it's probably decently. Is Max Renaud an AI of you that just picks up what you say and write it down? No. Although we do have similar thoughts, because we're both just saying what we see, I guess. Here we go. Let's just lock in for this Pommel routine real quick. Oh, good save on those Russians. Didn't look the most solid. This guy qualified in 8th with a 14.133. Omar.
Just so close to the apparatus, but he's all right. He's going to be thrilled about this.
Nice. That was a really fast routine.
Well done, Zhoxxy. He's been a first reserve at World Cup level before. He's competed at 2 previous editions of the Cairo World Cup.
Is the uneven bar final today? Oh, honestly, I will look that up for you. Whatever the order of the women's events are, I know it starts with vault, ends with floor. I just don't know where the uneven bars are.
Really well done to him. So I did say that we might see some gymnasts trying something different from qualification. And
let me check. Or if someone in chat probably knows quicker than I can check, to be honest.
13.033 for the full twisting Sukahara. But that's a decision to upgrade.
Okay, we've got, yep, we got uneven bars for WAG today at the same time as rings. Thank you, Cecil. Answering full twist. Boom. Trixie, all good. Do you guys want to see who Max is? I've got a photo of Max straight from the arena. From Max's coach. You guys can probably easily see from this screen. This is Max doing the live blog as we speak. And he's not just picking up what I say and writing it down, he's providing amazing insights. Like the fact that Arseny Dukno has inquired twice to get his score changed, which has been denied twice. And it's only because of Max that we know that that 0.3 deduction he took was because he repeated a transition on his floor routine, which is the first time that that deduction has ever been taken. Has the code changed a lot from this year to last year, or not much? It's changed a bit on floor. And then the dismount rules are a bit different. I don't know how much you know about the dismount rules, but to keep it short, the dismount element group bonus is capped at 0.5. So if you do higher than a E dismount, you don't get any extra element group points there. Check the pinned message, and I've got a link straight to the this side, straight to the live blog that Max is doing, and you can even add a comment as well. I added my comment. All right, Hillary here on.
for that. Now, this should be a 1.5 twisting Yurchenko vault. It is, and
Nice.
that is likely to change the leaderboard. Really well performed by Hilary Heron of
All right, quick check-in on the vault final from the women. She might be in first now. She might be in first. Who are we rooting for in the WAG side? I don't know. I don't know the WAG side. Let me know. 14.066 is a good score for him.
In the execution, but not much. Really good performance from the 23-year-old.
Nice.
Historic city of Alexandria. Quite a lot of the gymnasts are from there.
Hey, this is my pick to win. This is my underdog pick to win.
Of Kazakhstan.
Come on. Zeynola Idrisov.
6-6.
Hilary Heron's a favorite. Nice. But she's winning at the moment.
Won the silver medal at the World Cup in Turkey recently.
That's the C scissor I was talking about earlier. From the handles down to the leather.
Move across the apparatus from one end to the other.
Cam Beaton steering the pommel horse down.
Positions
That guy in the white white shirt as a judge is a judge from New Zealand. Friend of mine. Good routine. I like it. He usually falters on his dismount. He does one handle into a nice. Not this time.
A very kinetic dismount. Lots of rapidity as he pirouettes.
One hand circle on one hand, like a son element, straight into the dismount. Honestly, I saw his legs split a teensy bit there as he went there, but managed to stay on very nicely.
Hilary Heron surely will go into the lead. Yes, she has done. 13.299. We'll come back to that in just a moment.
13.499.
Just confirm that number. But she's certainly leading.
Which is the same as our quals.
Just to let you know that the score for Hilary Heron is showing in the arena as 13.499 due to the 2/10 bonus. So we'll just wait to confirm that.
Come on, Zeynola. Let's get a 14.6 here.
Variety of ways you access the vaulting table. If you go in different directions, then you can get a 2/10 bonus. So that 13.299, if my mathematics is correct, doesn't factor that in.
Already in the second half for the women's.
Well, we're at the halfway stage of both of these competitions, the women's vault and the men's pommel horse.
Oh, look at that. 14.566.
14.566, no great surprise. Same score as his teammate Nariman Kurbanov, but
he wins the tiebreaker because his difficulty is 4.8, which is lower than Kurbanov's 6.0. In gymnastics, or men's gymnastics at least, the lower difficulty, which means the higher execution, wins the tiebreaker. Which makes sense. I guess it's like, it shows that you did more of a perfect routine. You performed what you chose to better than what the other athlete did.
We've got both of the young Armenians.
And that's kind of the point of gymnastics, to swing perfectly. I don't know.
A whole host of young gymnasts. It does feel as though we're in
Salmon Wag, higher E wins. Nice.
When it comes to the pommel horse, after maybe a phase of having a lot of veterans out there competing. Not that they've all gone away, those veterans. They're still there too, a lot of them. but increasingly now they're being priced out of the market by.
So we had the Kazakhstans in the first half and the Armenians in the second half.
So we will resume in just a moment with
Look at the extension, man.
men's Pommel horse and women's vault finals, the second half.
Didn't high difficulty used to win a tiebreaker, or did they change it? I actually don't know, to be honest. Honestly, if it came down to it and someone won off of tiebreak rules, I'd probably make a video on it. Like a longer YouTube video on it. Mini documentary on it. The history of tiebreaks in gymnastics. Something like that. If any of you guys are gymnasts in the chat, feel free to send me a recent skill that you're working on, just on Instagram or something, and I'll show it during the stream while there's not much else going on.
Over on the Pommel horse.
I think I could beat them all, to be honest. All right, let's see it. NBA edits. See it when I believe it. I believe it when I can see it.
Well. If the execution can be a little crisper than qualification, she absolutely can contend.
This is what I was doing
stage, but the
12 hours ago.
But there is the top qualifier, Laia Font.
No. Woo! Life is good.
I did say that we thought that Font would perform the only
An icy cold glacier water.
But we did see it unexpectedly from Francesca Santi in a change from qualification. But Font has been performing it very regularly in international competitions.
Alright, let's check in with what Max is saying.
World Cup finals very recently.
I feel for the Pommels guys. Then, for media reasons, the Pommel competitors need to wait for Vault to finish before they start. Vault is still warming up and Pommel is just waiting for the okay to go. Not the best app to sit with your nerves on. True.
Here we are at the Cairo International Arena. It is the World Cup of Artistic Gymnastics, and Elizaveta Us is the fourth best after qualification. But as is the case in all World
Alright, we've got another one.
Zero start.
Another vault.
Can produce now. On the half twisting Yurchenko, same as qualification to begin. Got pretty decent height.
Nice.
The 19-year-old in her.
I think the tiebreaker rules changed after the 2015 Worlds uneven bar four-way tie fiasco. Do I have to quickly look that up? 2015 uneven bars podium.
A little bit of leg bend, but the legs quite straight together. Quite a big landing adjustment, so she'll lose some tenths there. It was a very well executed vault in qualification.
I'm looking at a Reddit post on it right now.
6, the execution score was 9, the only one to break into the 9s of any of these qualifying vaults.
Is that all gold right there? That's crazy to get a 4-way tie.
It is 13.466. No surprise, it's a little down from qualifying by just over a tenth. That sizable landing adjustment.
Interesting.
Little unsteady as she landed, maybe a slight loss of form.
All right, talking about Max, who is doing the live blog at the moment. Do you guys want to see where he finished in qualifications?
Over to the men's
In floor,
second
Max
half
finished
final
in
begins with
24th place.
21-year-old Gregor Rakovic, the Slovenian who made the European Championship.
And I'll let you guys
final
know where he
in
finished on
March
vault
of
after this.
Nice move up into the handstand position, looked quite smooth. He's somebody with all of the mechanics to produce an extremely high-scoring routine.
Pretty steady routine so far.
This is very calm. It looks as though he's not really doing anything, and that's a great compliment to him. It seems almost effortless. It's very
So chill.
elegant to watch. Oh, he did have to make a bit of effort to go into that dismount position, but he's performed a lovely display.
That was a
Gregor
nice routine. I don't
Rakovic.
even know what.
Yes, absolutely.
What did he
you're
score?
right. That was fabulous.
14.166 in quals.
What a nice
Thank you for the stream.
performance
Thank you for coming by.
from the man from Maribor.
Appreciate it.
Very bright gentleman, really accomplished scientist. Really
Gregor
interested in
Rakovic.
mechanical engineering and physics.
Let's go, boy. He
Lots
looks
of Pommel
happy.
Specialists, actually, they often err towards the STEM subjects. Elisabetta Us, 13.299 is the average score.
Thanks for the stream.
13.133
Thank
for
you guys for
second.
coming by. It's fun.
In second
So I'm gonna
place.
watch this stuff anyway. So I might as well stream it.
Teja Belak of Slovenia, third best in qualification. An Olympian from a decade ago and going in search of a 40th World Cup title. It's
Another
a
full
big,
twist handspring.
ambitious
Nice.
first vault.
Definitely lots of similar
It
vaults today.
had a slightly wild feel to it. But there's no doubt that she's got the raw numbers to challenge for a place on the podium.
I'm not trying to be a hater, but I remember talking about it at the last World Cup that I watched. I feel like the vault final is not really up to standard. Am I a hater for saying that?
Similar to what we were discussing with Hilary Heron.
Like the men's final, it's like most of the vaults you see there are 4.8 or higher.
She did compete in Cairo
Maybe a couple of
last year.
4.4s.
Had a
But I feel like
very
you don't even see
impressive
many
season
double twists
overall,
at
won
these
3
comps for the
titles
girls.
in World Cup and World Challenge Cup
Nah, it's true.
competition.
Dang. Like I feel like a Yurchenko double twist is like a decent vault to have, and then a 1.5 twisting vault would be like your second vault.
So it is a 4.4 difficulty as expected, a 12.933 score. Execution not quite.
If
as
you want to go to the
strong
world
as
champs as a woman,
as
just
well. So little work to do going into vault number
win
2.
vault at these World Cups, surely. Grind out vault, get a couple double twist vaults.
A 1.5
Easy.
twisting Yurchenko.
Nice. That's
And
actually
she's
good.
performed that nicely.
You can see a bit of
Is that going to
1.5
suit Teja
Yurchenkos
Belak's
in
position
the
in
NCAA
the
finals
leaderboard?
happening
We've
now.
got Hilary Heron in
Dang.
first place, then Elisabetta Us, and then Judy Abdullah. And there's a
NCAA
pretty strong
Nationals is happening
chance, I would
soon, eh?
say,
That's
that
exciting.
Top 3 is going to change after what we've just
I think
seen.
OU's going to smash it there.
Gregor
14.133, is
Rakovic in
is
the
he happy with
bronze
that?
medal position with 3 gymnasts to go.
Nah, he wanted more. Gregor one or more.
18.133, just a few hundreds down from qualifying. His difficulty, by the way,
David
Rakovic, is very
Ivanov.
low
This
at
guy's commented on the
43.
channel before.
Execution very nice.
Trains at the
Ivanov
same
from
place.
Bulgaria.
Trained at the same place as Max Whitlock. See if you can
Champion
tell by
of
the
Azerbaijan
by the
earlier
swing.
in the season. His first World Cup title.
Even his one-handed circle stuff. I know that Max
Young man
holds
born in
his
Bulgaria, but lives in Great Britain, trains
Max
at
holds
South
his
Essex,
handles differently to most gymnasts.
where they
And
know
I
a
think
thing or
David does
two
the same here
about the old
too.
pommel horse.
Yeah, he holds them both facing the same way. Ooh,
He's
nice.
definitely one to watch. He's had to
Oh,
fight-
he saves it.
Or maybe he hasn't. It looked as though there was no effort required
Nice
to fight
Busnari.
that separation
First
of the legs.
Busnari of
Back
the
together
final, I think.
beautifully, and how quick into those flares. Huge. That's one of the strongest features of his gymnastics. Travels so fast in the flares and snaps the legs back together, up into the dismount. and
Boom.
he's
Good
still-
routine. Probably
still
won't
looking so
medal
impressive
because of
despite
that mistake
issue
at the
earlier
start,
on.
but it's pretty nice.
Fine young pommel horse specialist, David Ivanov.
Shout out David if he sees this.
Taya Belak,
Alright.
13.133. She's into the silver medal.
Wag
position.
vault, how are we looking? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 2 more left.
It's
And
actually
this is what it looks like at the moment.
13.333, by the way, I think the scores that we're seeing appear on the graphics are not factoring in the 2/10 of bonus marks. The scoring in the arena is communicating that she's
The menu?
13.333.
What is she doing,
Min,
quals?
the People's Republic of China.
She was 5th in qualifications. Not far off though. Oh,
That
cheeky double
is
twist.
a big first vault.
What I like to see.
The gymnast who turns 23 in 4 days. Part of the team that won gold at the Asian Games in Hangzhou a few years ago. The next games are coming up in Nagoya later this year. She's been an Asian champion on vault as well.
Oh, I disagree with Max here.
Rotation of the body.
Brakovic,
That's
the
vault from what we often see.
the guy just before David. Very slow to the. Oh, I've got to refresh this.
Was a little low as she landed it, but
Very slow scissor handstand, but clean otherwise. Good flop work. Great clearance on the travels. Stockley handstand. Full twist so clean. Definitely on the podium. 14.133. I gotta disagree with that. I feel like we've got 2 Armenian guys to come,
from Fujian
and I
province.
think they will score higher than a 14.133. Guys, do I fire Max from the live blog? I can't have people, inexperienced people commenting
There we
on the
go.
live blog
That
like
is a
Max Renaud, obviously.
13.733 score.
Watch him end up being on
Because
podium
it's a
anyway.
Double twisting Tsukahara, the Zamolodchikova vault. It's 5.2.
Yulemin is an actual Chinese wag vault specialist, which is rare. Okay.
Variation scores. So she set up well. And
Oh,
she
half
really-
on.
oh,
That's fancy.
That's a shame, just had a little delayed loss of stability.
Yeah, her vaults are
Will
definitely harder than
execution.
everyone else's.
But she's got some complicated work going on. It's different sort of vaulting from anything else that we have seen and will see in this fight.
When is NCAA Nationals, and who you guys got winning?
From Yulin Min, as you'd expect from a true specialist on this apparatus.
I haven't been keeping up with it that much this year. There's just been a lot of other things happening, but I feel like I always see OU's in the men's side. OU's scores
14
seem to be
for
high as a team.
Ivanov, so he's in 5th place.
Always like way higher than everyone else's. 81 viewer, that's nice. Shout out. Subscribe if you're
Lost
new.
a lot for that leg separation. Half a mark almost down from qualifying.
Hamlet Manyukin, come on.
To Hamlet Manukyan, the first of the two young Armenians. Back to back they go.
Check the clearance on these swings here.
14.5 was his qualifying
These
score.
guys are
14.5,
so speedy, these
66
young Armenian fellas. Look at this.
At the moment.
And zoom, zoom, zoom.
Here
The
is
clearance is
European
wow.
champion. Again, he's got very compelling height. There's a lightness to this work.
Just like a little bit of an arch at the front of every circle.
And some flair as well. Even though there are no actual flares.
It's hard to understand how good this is unless you do pommel yourself, unless you train it yourself or have done in the past.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Mm,
that is
that's
a
the podium.
delight from Hamlet Manukyan.
That's on the podium.
Very stylishly performed from this
Surely.
young gymnast who's embraced by his coaching staff. The Armenians
I feel like
are
Hamlet Manyukin
geared
kind
up
of
to host the
took the
European
spotlight first
Championships in 2027. They've got
out
a
of these
right old
two
crop of
boys, and then
gymnasts in
Mamikon
men's
Kachatrian kind of had more success
Now it is,
at really big comps like a world champs and stuff like that.
6-6 for the second vault from you. And that has put her on 13
Should be
points
bonus points for extra stags on floor.
3-4-9
Yes, there should be.
into second place.
NCAA regional finals for WAG are this weekend, then semis and
Top
Def
performer in qualification.
the 16th to the 18th.
13.45. She needs
It's not too far away.
a little improvement upon that if she's to beat Hilary Heron. Well, the
Ooh, another
landing
double
was
twist.
Really
Nice.
strong from Lafont. There will be some clear form deductions at the
So this is
apex
probably a
of
bunch of new
the
people in here.
Yurchenko vault.
I have to
It does,
shout
of
out the
course,
live blog,
vary
which we have
much
on
higher degree of
the
difficulty
STAG
than
website.
the Yurchenko vaulting we've seen.
Definitely go
in
check
this
it out.
round.
You can comment
So there's things to add, there's things
on
to
all the
remove.
blogs if you want to. Just sign up for a free account. And we post videos there if you want them early. And if you want to ask questions to our podcast guests, you get to do that on the STAG website.
Lack of
And
tidiness to the leg position.
to be honest, it's more of a way to support the channel.
Pike till she lands, but not very. But she really plants the
But
foot
yeah,
into
we're
the
trying to build a
just
little
much
community here,
as she lands. So
community over here.
way more pluses than
Uplift
minuses in
gymnastics
that
in the
vault
right
from
way.
Lafont. She scored 13.8 for it in qualification.
And we may have some cheeky merch coming as well. So if you want merchandise discount codes, you have to head onto the website.
Oh,
13866, isn't that big?
13.866.
It's the biggest vault so
Probably up
far
there with the
today.
most securely landed double
Oh, no.
twisting Yurchenko's. She's
In the wrong
now
area.
leading the race to win this, and she may well do.
Oh, 13866
And
is
she
the
knows
biggest
it
by
as well.
far.
Lafont of Spain.
Yeah, she wins
She
that.
won
She
the
wins
bronze
that.
medal at the World Cup in Turkey in Antalya. That was her first World Cup medal. She made all 4 finals actually at that World Cup. Now I don't think there's going to be any great surprise here to learn that Hamlet Manukyan has gone into the lead. 14.8, beautiful execution. And crucially, he's 4/10 up in difficulty compared to qualifying.
I was muted, but 14.8, that's crazy.
One stop at one great young Armenian pommel horse gymnast. And they've got
I'm looking up the top scores of the season so far already because that's a crazy score to hit. As we have Kachatrion, who is capable of doing 14.8 plus as well.
The 4th largest city, like Al-Shabat.
Same thing, look at the clearance, look at the speed.
How close can Kachatrian
And
get
I
to
think he has a Busnarian here as well.
with this display?
Nice. Check this, my favorite skill on the pommel.
Some differences in their
Oh.
construction. Here's where we really see
Handstand and back down to the
their work
flares.
done.
So speedy. To be honest, doesn't have the same clearance
She's a good
as Hamlet, but still more than most people.
Having a slight bend, a slight slowing down, but he's really into a
Ooh.
gorgeous pirouette to finish. How he
Kachatrian's got the
went
best dismounts.
from a
I'm
lower
calling
gear
it.
to a high gear to conclude that display.
Memo.
Well, I can tell you that the Armenians, who are very close to the commentary position in the crowd, are jumping for joy.
All right, really quick. I've just looked at the top scores this season so far.
They're right to be as well.
We've got a 15-3 and a 15-1, but they're from NCAA, so I don't know if we can judge those. If we can really trust those. As we saw from Michael Reed, put a post up about that recently, actually.
Lafont.
Mr. J View.
13.533.
How much is pommel clearance straightforwardly determined by your relative arm length?
Tsukahara, and she's won the gold medal.
It's a good question.
To Lafont. First time taking top spot in a World Cup competition.
I think if you got really long arms, it's definitely harder to, or just a really long body like Kurbanov, it's definitely harder to
Well, we're going to have a young
provide the same clearance as like a Hamlet.
Who leads, or will it be this youngster?
Yeah, I don't know. Reese is a bit taller, but he's still capable of crazy clearance as well. It's a good question though. I have to look out for that.
Silver medalist at his debut World Championships last year. And he's just missed the podium.
14.5. Imagine missing a podium with that routine. That is wild, man.
If he had managed to acquire just one extra 10th, not even that, he would have won the silver medal. So we now look at the bronze medalist in this competition.
Here we go. First place for Lafont. Well deserved. This is Max.
The 6th time that she's been on a World Cup podium, and a lovely way to celebrate her 23rd birthday next week. The classified results in the vault competition: bronze to Yulin Min of the People's Republic of China.
There's the leaderboard right there.
Of Panama, and
for all you wag enjoyers.
Of Spain. And it was pretty tight. Look at that gap between first and second. As we thought, not a great deal to separate the gymnasts. Only 2/10 across the top four.
14.533. You're not happy with that, Martins?
And you commend the determination of Francesca Santi, who went for that more difficult vault, that double twisting Yurchenko. The classified results in the men's pommel horse competition.
So Manukin was just way cleaner than everyone else. He was the only one with a 9+ execution.
Idrisov's higher execution score, but the gold medal is won by the young Armenian Hamlet Manukyan with 14.
This is what Max thought about it. He said,
much as expected, Kazakhstan-Armenia match.
he has a small hip break in his flop work. He looks a bit laboured on the travels. Great routine, but I'm not sure it will break into the podium given third place is currently 14.566. A shame, but feels about right.
Thrilled about that.
I trust Max's judgment. He's a good judge when he's not doing gymnastics. Emikin kind of struggling on his Magashiveta. Yeah, it seems like that's what Max saw as well.
At the end of last year, winning silver.
Will we see the men's rings final? Yes, you will. I'll stay on for that. It's not too late for me. It's only midnight. Way better than an Italia World Cup. I would have been up till like 6 in the morning if I wanted to watch rings at the Turkey World Cup. Do you guys want to see who's in the rings final?
The World Cup champion in Cairo.
Got some big names.
This after taking bronze in
Arta Evitian, Petronius, Liu Yang. I don't think this is the Liu Yang that you guys are thinking of. This is a different Liu Yang. Yeah, rings final should start really soon. As well as the women's uneven bar. Uneven bars. Oh, we've got Kelly and Nemo here. This is like one of the only women's gymnastics names that I recognize. For good reason though, right? Nice. WTN does rings. WTN does a lot of stuff. He's great on pommels as well.
Having a chat about it as his teammate Zenona Idrisov is about to get the silver medal. The same score, but the execution tiebreak favouring that gentleman. And how lovely to see Hamlet Manoukian back.
I feel like that's a decent final though.
In great form. He didn't have the
Two decent finals.
It's not been easy full stop for the Armenian gymnasts.
14.8 is insane.
Not being able to compete in all of the competitions
Nice
that
job.
they wanted to.
Yeah, anyway, as I was saying earlier,
Get out of their training base.
these are the top scores so far this year.
So he's won the gold medal now.
NCAA, I do not trust.
Really got his season started.
But we've got 15.067 from Ruben Ward at the Scottish Champs. Gabriel Ticket at 15. Memikon Kachatrion, 14.966.
In just a moment.
Okay, so 14.8 is a top 10 score this year. Still pretty darn good. Do you know what's sad is this Scottish Championships event finals right here? The Scottish Championships was not live streamed at all, which I think is so sad. And on the STAG website, there's actually a section, a live section, where we can host any competitions at all. Like I've done some test ones here, but we'll be able to host any competitions for free, pretty much. Just something we really want to get into. Just for things like the Scottish Champs, like there's no reason that we can't just have someone pop up their phone and give us a live stream to watch. Because I think the English Champs as well, that was another one that wasn't live streamed, which is just a shame. So yeah, I'm gonna start emailing a bunch of places and asking if they want a free live stream, please, to go through us. I just want STAG to be a spot in between when gymnastics is not at a broadcasting level. Like in Britain, it's all good. They've already got the BBC on it. Awesome. I love that. But if you're not there, I still want to see the gymnastics. I want it to be broadcasted somewhere. So that's kind of what I want STAG to be. Hopefully we can help people show their events. Alright, I'm gonna do another poll for rings. So who have we got? Who wins rings final? Altavitian. Petronius. Alright, get your votes in. I can only put 4 in the polls, so I've just got the top 4 qualifiers. I'm gonna vote for Liu Yang. Excuse me. Check this spot me and my mates were at today. Just in our backyard, pretty special, eh? Pretty crazy. I'm curious who's watching. Are you guys gymnasts? Are you guys former gymnasts? Or just fans of the sport? Because I feel like most people that watch the sport are people that have somehow connected to gymnastics. Like they did gymnastics in the past, or they're a coach, or just something like that. I feel like it's a hard sport to randomly stumble upon and get into. I feel like most people were former gymnasts. I myself, I'm a competing gymnast now.
كأس العالم للقوازة الفنية القاهرة 2026 على جهاز الحركات الأرضية.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the award ceremony of the finals, the floor exercise.
Looks like we're doing a awards ceremony.
In Cairo, looking just the part as we move to the first set of award ceremonies.
القوازة الفني رجال.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the gymnasts.
Trampoline and tumbling gymnast here, yeah.
Lit and the medals will be sparkling.
Makes sense to me.
It's
cool that you're watching the artistic side
Now the moment of reward
as a
for the
trampoline and
athletes.
tumbling gymnast. I like that.
To stand and have the medals handed to them after they worked so hard to get them in the first place.
الميدالية البرونزية دكتور علاء الدين حامد عضو مجلس إدارة الاتحاد المصري للقواز. أما الميدالية الفضية دكتور محمد علي سليمان عضو اللجنة الفنية للقوازة الفني رجال بالاتحاد الدولي.
Presenting the gold medal, the president of the Men's Artistic Gymnastics Technical Committee in World Gymnastics, Aldrew Yulo.
This is Max's Twitter, by the way. If you want to see more of the live blog type stuff. But just... Oh, it's not going to focus, is it?
The medal ceremony for the men's floor competition.
I'll just see if I can get a link.
Aldrew Yulo
If you want to see more of
the
Max's
once again
comments
World
without
Cup
just waiting for a live blog for a
senior
competition, I definitely recommend following his Twitter.
Duchno wins the silver medal, the junior all-around champion of the world. A senior international debut of great success. And for Daniel Marinov, it is a first gold medal in World Cup competition.
What are they standing on, little pyramids or something?
Floor exercises in this
Nice.
final. And congratulations to the three gentlemen who've made it onto the podium.
What are your thoughts on the mixed format at American Cup? I think it's cool. I think it's something like that would help men's gymnastics a lot because women's gymnastics is just a lot more popular. I think it's hard to say how it will go. We've only had like one real proper showing with the big countries. But there's some issues I have. Like men's gymnastics is just typically scored higher, just purely based on points, than women's gymnastics. So that kind of gives an advantage directly to countries that have better men's gymnasts. So I don't know. What is that Twitter account name? I'm just gonna flick it in chat now. Max Renaud on the Twitter. I think you'll be able to see his World Cup performance on there as well. Alright, there we go. I get to train with Max, which is super fun. To train with a World Cup gymnast.
And there they are, the medalists in the men's floor competition.
Man, this is a cool podium. Daniel's just a real friendly guy.
He's going to get very used to taking those sorts of pictures on the podium, Aldrew Yulo.
I'm going to try find a video of Daniel
over time,
with Nikita Nagoni.
Taking the picture, because he will be aspiring to be in that central position a lot more. He's already proven that he can do it. Podium of young and successful athletes. The celebrations continue in the Cairo.
Maybe it was a story, it might not have been a post, but it was of Daniel Marinov like dancing crazy Russian style at the airport. Nikita Nagoni must have been doing like a YouTube video or something. Should they bring back the 10-0 scoring format? I am gonna give that a hard pass. I think it's too hard to differentiate what people are competing, like difficulty in what elements people are doing. If you're capping everyone's routines at a 10, like how do you value a routine like Cameron Nelson if they do like triple back pike and triple back tuck in the same floor routine? Like, do you give him the 10.0 cap and then everyone else can only ever get to like a 9.5? I don't know. I think it's, as from a viewer's standpoint, I think the 10 is so much better. So much easier to understand. Everyone knows a 10 out of 10 is good. But yeah, I don't know how they can do it properly. Great job. Thank you for stream. Thank you, Arta, for dropping by. Appreciate it. I feel like I've seen Liofont's name before. Is she just racking up some World Cup wins? Maybe.
Making all of the finals in Antalya, and now she really produced probably the most accomplished looking double twisting Yurchenko vault, certainly in terms of the
alrighty, we've seen it. Let's get onto the rings. Rings and uneven bars. I'm actually excited to see Namor's routine on bar. That's always crazy. Alright, how's the poll looking? We got 11 votes. People have Liu Yang as the winner. I don't know, guys. I don't think you're thinking of the right person. We have a couple of Liu Yangs around. Both of them are amazing at rings. But I do not think it's this guy. I'm trying to find the other Liu Yang. Or maybe it is just him at this World Cup. I actually haven't seen.
And there they are, the medalists in the women's vault competition at the Cairo World Cup.
We'll see shortly.
And now on to the Pommel Horse award ceremony. Let's welcome the gymnasts.
نرحب جميعا باللاعبين.
The victory ceremony for the men's Pommel
Ooh,
Horse
that's
competition
cozy.
at the Cairo World Cup.
Medal presenters.
All right, cozy vibes. Last apparatus of the day. 1 o'clock in the morning for me. Let's get nice and cozy. Leia Font's been around a few years doing World Cups. You might also be thinking of Leah Monica Fontaine. Yeah, probably. I don't keep good enough attention to women's gymnastics. I would actually love to do more women's gymnastics stuff in STAG, but I would need someone on board that knows women's gymnastics well.
The bronze medal won by Kazakhstan's Nariman Kurbanov.
I love doing the men's gymnastics stuff because I know it well. I love it. I watch it. I keep up with it all the time. But there's no way I'll be able to do that with women's gymnastics just because I yeah, I just don't follow it the same way that I follow men's gymnastics. I would love to find someone that loves women's gymnastics and that would be happy to represent STAG, like a WAG side of STAG.
He's back in first place once again. It is the champion of Europe, Hamlet Manukyan of Armenia.
And I think that'd be fun because I'd happily like edit for them, make the videos for them, make the shorts. They would just have to come up with the ideas and tell me the context for stuff. Will New Zealand have any athletes at World Cup series? Wow, funny you say that. The man behind the live blog right now is at Cairo World Cup because he was competing.
It is more Armenian success.
Let's see where New Zealand ended up. On floor, we only had 2 athletes here. Good friend Max Renaud and also Keegan Green. So unfortunately Keegan Green had an 11.033 and that left him in last place. Which is a shame because I know he's capable on a good day of a low 13. And then we have Max in 24th with a 12.033. And then I think, yeah, they both did vaults as well. Well, Max did vault. Unfortunately, he was last there, 12.216. And then Keegan did high bar. 15th there, actually. 11.666. I think this high bar final was especially low. To qualify to to qualify for the finals, 12.666. That is pretty low for a World Cup.
often we are used to hearing the Armenian national anthem, especially when it comes to a pommel horse competition, especially when it comes to
Do you guys actually want to see Max's floor routine?
medalists at the World Cup.
Because I do have it. Why don't we do that?
Delighted Armenian fans were
Expose Max on the live.
huge flag just a few rows down from the commentary position.
How do I do this?
Moving back up to take their seats, ready for the resumption.
Really quickly while there's nothing happening on the stream.
Finals to bring you now, the women's uneven bars and the men's
Let's do
still
that.
rings. Hope you're looking forward to it and hope you're enjoying all of the competitions so far from the international arena in Cairo and the World Cup. Lots of youngsters milling around the
Lay double front.
many of them wearing the ever popular Mo Salah shirts.
Check this. This is a cool pass.
And if you wander around the
Full-on pike.
of the old city in Cairo,
Unique pass. How often do you see a full-on pike these
the
days?
river, or particularly close to the river, all of Cairo is by its nature close to the river, but that particular area you will
Boom.
see shop after shop after shop that is selling Mo Salah attire.
He also does a way cooler artistry move than anything we saw in the floor final.
Sporting heroes of this nation.
Phew. Double twist to prone. And then he had this dismount. Actually, it wasn't a bad routine apart from the landings, to be honest.
Well, it won't be too long now until we resume.
But I'm proud of him anyway. Max has a cool story. He stopped doing gymnastics for a couple of years, came back, and this is actually his second time competing as a senior international. When he did a couple of junior international comps when he was younger. I actually did a podcast with him before he went off to World Cups because he's going to Croatia as well. I would definitely recommend giving that a look. It's always nice just hearing a different story because there's so many different pathways in gymnastics, and I feel like you usually only see the tip of the top, but there's stories to tell down here as well, you know? And that's what I feel like here in New Zealand, where our gymnastics level isn't as high. We still got some stories to share.
Here are the finalists for the women's uneven bars and the men's still rings.
Oh yeah, this is fun. I think I'm more excited for the uneven bars than rings. Rings is not my favorite, to be honest.
We'll start with a really experienced and respected gymnast, Barbora Kundrat, formerly Mokosheva of Slovakia, two-time Olympian. And then we'll have the 16-year-old Ulyana.
Arena looks nice. I agree with you there. I think the arena looks good. I think it would look a lot better if there was some more people in the crowd. Where is everyone?
Score she's ever got. We'll keep an eye on her, see if she can replicate it. There's the favourite. Well, she's always the favourite, isn't she? It's Kalia Namor, the Olympic champion.
Kalia Namor competing in impressive uneven bars to the 10 people in the crowd. That's just not good enough. There should be thousands in the crowd for a routine like that.
What about Jiang Shuting of the People's Republic of China, third best in the preliminary round, a new senior. Lucia Riba of Slovenia, fifth best in qualification and a veteran at World Cup level, so often a medalist. And then we'll finish with Luisa Abel of Brazil, first time in a World Cup, but she's been a junior champion of her country on the uneven bars. And goodness knows the Brazilian scene in terms of competitive women's junior competitions is very high. They've got some great young athletes coming through, all at men's and women's. So anyone who can be a junior champion of Brazil has proven that they are
Live update from Max. I don't know who's on lights for this award ceremony, but they've been on and off like 3 times in a few minutes.
Best known for his vaulting, but we get a rare chance to see him in a rings final. Got a rare chance to see that gentleman in a rings final. Liu Yang of the People's Republic of China will be followed by Eleftherios.
Okay, I'm going to end this poll. What does the chat think? The chat has Liu Yang winning, Arta Vitian second, and Petronius third. Lack of spectators, to be honest. There's a severe lack of spectators. I feel like the only other people in the crowd are people like Max that were just athletes that were competing there. Or Max's coach, Davey.
Who competed at the World Cup last year. He just missed out on the rings final. This time he's in as the 6th best qualifier.
And we have like plenty of Egyptians in these finals as well. Like surely.
Pan American champion in 2024. The Spaniard Pau Jimenez, 8th best in qualification, and the all-around champion of his country. And second Egyptian representation will come in the form of Omar Mohammed, the 4th best in qualification, 11 times a champion of Africa. What a gymnast he is. And he won the bronze medal in this competition last year.
Alright, come on, let's get on with it. It's getting late here in New Zealand. I need some sleep tonight. Please.
I know I say it a lot, but it's one of the great juxtapositions of gymnastics when you have the uneven bars and the rings going simultaneously. It showcases the extremes, actually, of artistic gymnastics, the constant kineticism and flow that's required on the uneven bars.
Stacked lineup right there.
Stillness, as you would expect from the still rings.
Alright, since we've probably got some WAG fans, I'm also going to do a WAG poll for who we think is going to win uneven bars. Even though I know what you guys are going to... who you guys are going to vote for anyway.
Women's uneven bars competition. Top performer in qualification, the great Algerian Kaylia Nemour, the Olympic champion. She has
Kaylia Nemour,
her routine this season. It is still thrilling, just in a different sort of way from the previous thrilling version. How fantastic that we've got the top 2 from the Olympic Games in this final.
There you go.
What can
someone vote for an underdog. Please. I don't want it to be 100% Kaylia. Can you describe the pathway for qualifying for a national team in New Zealand? For national team?
Of the People's Republic of China. Also 2 on this apparatus.
I don't know exactly, but we have a pathway called 360, which is our like elite pathway in New Zealand. Recently, I went to a 360 camp to try get picked for a national team type thing, and we just tested skills and strength, flexibility, all that sort of stuff. And I got put in like an aspiring national team level, so not on the national team, but aspiring to be like a step before. But I think people get picked from like nationals results and just being in the men's team the previous year and stuff like that.
It seems over on the uneven bars.
Kaylia Nemour with 100% votes. Alright, I'm voting someone else.
Clear cut affair with Kaylia Nemour overwhelmingly the best after qualification. A mark and a quarter stronger than Chu Chi Yuen.
There we go. Just for a bit of fun.
A lot of people have moved right around in front of the rings.
The pathway for qualifying for Commonwealth Games and stuff like that. Hey, we just got a donation. Anonymous $5 tip. Thank you so much.
Right over on the other side of the arena from the
That's a $5 donation that goes straight to Max Renaud, who is actually doing the live blog. Because part of STAG, we want to sponsor athletes. We want to help athletes get
warm-up of
overseas
Olympic
because it's
Championships.
so expensive.
Quite literally,
Max is working like 40 plus hour weeks outside of the
looking
gym just to
incredible.
afford to go away on
It
these
has gone
trips,
for a fair old while.
which is not good enough. So we actually put that donation goal there for Max. And look at that, another $5. Enjoy that, Max.
When you stand backstage,
Thank you so much to whoever did that. Appreciate it.
there is a roll of honor,
It's very kind.
a wall that has all of the Olympians competing here and their pictures. And they picked some quite nice images actually of the gymnasts looking very happy. Those who won medals with their medals, those who competed just overjoyed to be at the Olympic Games. And there's a great
In the
image of
podcast, I mentioned to Max that I raised $5
beaming
from a previous live stream.
as you would if you'd made it
So now I've just doubled that.
twice to the Olympiad. It's a nice
Max is going to be
gesture of
stoked.
respect.
This trip costs him like 15k
Well,
plus
Kondrad
in New Zealand
of
dollars.
Slovakia. From
So that
Barbara
$5, you
Slava,
know, it'll help.
formerly Barbara Mokosheva,
All right, first uneven bars.
her on her recent marriage.
I'm going to refer heavily to Max's live blog in these uneven bar finals
Uses the Stolder
because WAG is not my strong suit.
salto, good time in the air.
If you got a comment
And Shaposhnik
that you want the chat to know, I know that was a ginger in the bars. That was cool. If you want to comment or a bit of knowledge you want to share in the chat, please do.
Very precise looking,
Nice
leg as
Jaeger.
well, good leg form, pointing the toes well.
The more input, the better.
Very tidy beginning that from Barbara Kondrad
Nice.
of Slovakia. Bronze medalist at the European Championships in 2020.
All right, I'm going to give one more minute toward this poll and then I should close it before more people start competing. So if you want to vote for an underdog, surely just do that right now. Surely Sophia is going to come through and clutch at gold right now. Surely.
Davtyan of Armenia.
Right, guys? Just me? No?
Gold
Okay.
medalist at the Cairo World
Ada
Championships
Davtyan.
on
You
vault,
guys know him for Vault.
but now competing
Surprise, he's on the rings.
in the rings competition.
He's actually a decent all-rounder.
His difficulty
But he's
score
just so good on Vault, everyone only sees him there.
5. But as it's Arta Davtyan,
And Hamlet Manukin as well.
execution score
I think it was him, or maybe it was Kachatrian, but
seems to be one of the things
I
about
saw him doing like a
fun
double-double off rings.
gymnastics.
Like these guys don't just do pommel.
Beautifully into the planche, very precise position into the Maltese.
Look at the boys filming.
Yamawaki up to handstand.
Come on, give us a stick. I haven't used a stick cam yet.
Well, there were no
Hey,
issues
let's
at all
go.
from Arta
Plus
Davtyan.
0.1.
He's unlikely to be a contender for a medal purely from a
Cheeky
difficulty
stick.
perspective, but in terms of clarity,
So he had a 13.733 in quals. He has the lowest difficulty by quite a bit. So he's the only one in this final that will have a 4 difficulty. Difficulty within the 4s.
held his Maltese position.
But he also didn't have a
The
0.1 bonus last time, so maybe he's in the 5s just.
into the chest. And we know from Arta Davtyan's Dragolescu vaulting that he's wonderful at hitting.
Did Mag change format to 8 skills instead of 10, or is that just in the US, says Othug? Mag did change format to 8 skills. Everywhere.
An amazing 4 years in a row as the World Cup.
Which is a cool change.
Series winner.
Means people can stack up the routines a lot more.
But every so often
without having to fill up
him competing on
an
many
extra
levels.
2
Reminding
skills.
ourselves that he's done so much more than his work on vault. He's been a European champion on the Pommel horse, for example. 12.8 for Barbora.
Oh, yeah.
Up from
1:15 in the morning. Come on. Ready for a big snooze after this.
A little more difficulty in that exercise compared to qualifying. This is Ulyana Kuzmenkova, 6th best in qualification.
All right.
Made her world championship debut.
Let's see how this
last year.
lady went in quals.
Starts with a Maloney transition.
6th qualifier.
Looking pack salto, kept the form nicely. And then Liv van Leuven. That Maloney variation with a half turn of the body. Setting up for the Jaeger somersault.
Nice.
Maybe just slightly lost some of the swingfulness.
Oh,
That unexpected
that's cool.
almost move against the natural inclination of the body into the dismount.
I wasn't even watching properly. They kind of caught me at the like corner of my eye. I feel like I've never seen it before. That was sick.
In qualification here.
I'm too scared to go back, so I might have to watch that later. 13.833, that's not bad.
3-3 for Arta Davtyan. He's up by 1/10 from qualification.
0.1 higher from
Gets the 1/10
qualifications.
bonus for the dismount. That was the only difference.
Guys, this is Liu Yang.
Refresher on that, you get a 1/10 bonus.
Who was thinking of someone different
for
when they saw Liu Yang's name?
Final moment of the routine, unless it's the Pommel horse.
This is Liu Yang the second right now.
Yang of the People's Republic of China, reigning 2-time consecutive Olympic champion on the rings. Only 3rd best in qualification here.
Nice hold.
His lowest ever World Cup qualifying position.
Everyone, yep. Definitely.
He seems to particularly care based on the assuredness of this display. Very nice, Jonasson.
Nice handstand hold there. Steady, steady.
Again, that's elegant, isn't it? Going from the pike into a very level shoulder presentation in the iron cross.
Surely this is a stick. Stick number 2.
He's competed
Oh,
in 5 World Cup finals and has won all
nice
5
there.
times.
It's a good routine.
The Baku World Cup in 2020, but didn't have the chance to go to the final because it was right at the start of the pandemic and the athletes were sent home after qualification. There was no final. But he's one of the absolute greatest that the sport has ever seen. In his early 30s now. And despite his huge collection of Olympic medals, including 2 golds in a row.
Gold, you reckon?
apparatus, he
I don't know, we got some big hitters coming up. Some heavy hitters. Alright, I need to check out this live blog on stagmedia.co. Ooh, that last person on uneven bars missed a connection. Okay. Handstand snap back tuck unique. Nice.
Sofia Meshter of Croatia, 4th best in qualification. 12.
Alright, here we go.
Best work she has ever produced came in qualifying.
Was that a prediction, pod and podcast? Because that's a pretty good prediction if so. Oh,
Nicely done, very clean, very
nice full
secure.
twist dismount. He said 13.9 and it was a 13.866. Nice.
Now, Liu Yang, who, by the way, it's the younger Liu Yang, has scored a 13.866. Wonderful display for
13.866.
him. I muddled him with his teammates.
39
and I
for
really apologise
Dovetian.
for that. He's a super specialist on this apparatus too.
Nah, it's 13.833. Still close though. Still a good shout.
Now to Eleftherios Petrunius of Greece.
Brazil here. Shout out Brazil. Where else are we from in the chat? I think we got some USA in here. Some New Zealand.
Here is the champion on so many occasions.
What's the time in Brazil right now?
Top class competitions.
10:22. That's not too bad. Alright, come on, Petronius. What do you got?
Up into the planche position.
Strong boy. UK in the chat. Let's get it. Worldwide. Nice molt.
Really hits the Maltese beautifully.
It's nice to see that people all over the world are interested in these World Cups.
Another lovely looking plant.
These holds are crazy. Hands open in the cross. I feel like his dismounts are always a little bit wild compared to the rest of the routine, but
hits the handstand wonderfully well.
I've seen him stick it before. He's going to do it right now.
Oh, yes. Lovely dismount.
Okay, not quite.
Great work from Eleftherios Petrunius.
I feel like they could even give that a tuck double-double instead of a layout double-double. We'll see the replay. We'll see the replay. And we'll see what Max thinks of that on the
second best performer in qualification.
On the live blog.
Once again, I can only apologise for my muddling of the...
If you want to check out the live blog, I've pinned it in the chat as well. Do you know the power of internet in Brazil? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. Should I?
Lovely from Petrunius up into the plant.
What does he say? Miss Davidson brings as I was switching to a laptop. Apologies. Okay.
Around so nicely.
Good to know.
That's what he started training about a season or so ago.
Okay, no new updates at the moment. Says EU. EU, Amo, Brazil.
14.1 in qualification.
Brazil's got some enthusiastic gym fans. To be honest, I feel like because I only speak English, I don't keep up with gymnasts from other countries as much, but you check their Instagrams and they got like hundreds and thousands of followers. Alright, this is probably what everyone's been waiting for this whole night. This is what I'm excited to watch as well. A very special uneven bars routine.
3-3, very close to that great score that she produced in qualification.
Spain here, let's go.
Kaylee Nemour of Algeria. Top performer in qualification with 15.266. Let's see.
Here it goes. This routine does not stop. Bang. And connection. Oh.
Now that's
no connection.
Unexpected and unfortunate.
Oh no.
She has come off.
That's an upset.
Such a complicated piece of gymnastics.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it.
Try
Where does she go from here? I feel like the routine is so much of like a flowy routine. It kind of relies on the flow to happen. What does she do now? Repeats a skill. Wow.
Into the Maloney to conclude as well.
Lock straight back in.
Beautiful extension. very rare to see issues from Kaylia Namour on this apparatus.
Wow, she pretty much just did a perfect routine after falling off there.
So she did go for that very difficult in-bar stolder Kachev with a half turn, that modified twaddle.
Hello, Max. By the way, I'm Lewis. I run the STAG Media YouTube channel and stuff like that. Max is doing the live blog.
That puts him in the lead.
But I do want to give a shout out to Alicia Mello. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Very special to have you here in chat.
Now we go to the top performer in qualification.
I love watching World Cups, and I'm glad you guys like watching it with me too. As we have Arta Avitian, the top qualifier.
Here's the gentleman who won the title in Cairo last year.
Yeah, you guys voted wrong in that poll, I'm telling you. Should have voted for the underdog. My vote might win that. Low key.
14.233. His qualification score. And he did pick up the bonus for sticking the dismount.
14.233 quals. Not the highest. Nice.
It's beautifully level work in the Maltese.
He had the highest difficulty in qualifications along with Liu Yang. If he sticks, it'll give him an edge.
Very nice.
Oi!
Bonus surely for that
Second stick of the final.
Winning the title.
That is definitely what he needed to push him just a little bit further than everyone else. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Impressively controlled gymnastics.
Petronius the best. We'll see. Maybe not today. He is a legend though. 14.366. Yeah, I mean that was a much bigger score than qualifications.
Kaylia Namour.
Kaylia Namour probably will still end up beating other people in this final.
Full mark to go from the score this time.
Let's have a look.
Warm-ups in progress for the second half of this uneven bars final.
I just don't understand why there's not people in the crowd. Like, even this Egyptian guy on rings now. If I was in a final in New Zealand, I feel like I would have like a good, just my family, I would have like 5-10 people in there just for me. Like a World Cup final. In your hometown, you know? I don't know. 14.3, that's a good score. I'll probably win it, to be honest.
So he's in second place behind Eleftherios
Oh, I lied. That'll probably
close,
second it.
few hundredths.
Just behind Petronius.
So we have at the moment Petronius.
Oh, inverted cross
1, 2, and 3.
from this fella. Who's
Waiting for the
this?
score for Kaylia Namour to come in on the uneven bars.
Jacqueline Alvarez. What stood out to you guys today that I should talk about in my recap video? I'll definitely talk about the juniors kind of dominating.
She is the sort of gymnast.
Like, we've had juniors in every single final. Well, they're not juniors anymore, but juniors literally 3 months ago. And on the podium. I reckon that's a good talking point. Definitely Arseny Dukno's 0.3 deduction for that.
And it's 14.033.
Whoa,
So
14.033
that
for
still is a higher
Kaylia.
score than the
Isn't that
second
still,
best performer
like,
from
massive?
qualification by a matter of a few hundreds, but the door is open. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, qualifications. That would have won qualifications. And she's clearing second place with a fall.
We still have to come Ali Abdelkader.
That's insane.
And we have Omar.
What was I saying anyway before?
So there'll be a lot
Oh
of
yeah, I'll definitely talk about Asni Zhoxxy's 0.3 deduction for his repeated transitions. She's so far ahead of the rest of the field. She can do that. Yeah, that's wild. It's like Simone Biles when she was winning every single all-around competition there was. Let's go. I told y'all she's too good. Dang. No, I still voted for, I think it's this. Is it this one? I don't know how to say her name. Qyon?
the last stages of this men's still rings and women's uneven bars final at the Cairo World Cup.
I said earlier that if anyone wants to show the chat what they've been working on, to flick me a message on Instagram. I'll show the chat. If you do gymnastics or trampoline or anything, flick it to me on Instagram, either through the STAG channel or Lewis, my personal. I want to see what y'all guys are up to.
Now,
All right, here we go. This is my number one.
opportunity. This is Zhoxxy Yuan.
Upset at Cairo World Cup. Here it comes.
Second best in qualifying, 14 exactly. If she gets a 10th more than that, she'll go into the lead over Kaylia Namor, which doesn't happen very often for anyone. All of these really difficult.
Oh, that's lovely.
Pirouettes at the start, then the layout Jaeger, very unusual. Very nicely performed. Kachev as well after that.
Gotta make sure she hits those handstands. I reckon.
A very true handstand position, but she's
No.
Gosh, now this is extraordinary. The first two in qualification, two Olympic medalists having difficulties.
It's rude, man. Just rude. Name pronunciation basically. Zhoxxy Yuan. Zhoxxy Yuan. I'm so bad with names.
Oh, and unfortunately,
Oh my
she
goodness.
can hold on to that despite a great effort. Well, it's a tricky display.
That was a
for the
crazy,
teenager.
crazy hold.
On the uneven
Oh,
bars
come
track
on,
of
keep
the
it up.
Games of
Finish it
Cairo
off, let's go.
at the end of last year.
Come on. You got it. Good finish.
Zhoxxy Yuan. She and
That was
Kaylia
impressive. I
Namor
want to see that hold
some
again.
problems on the apparatus and leaving opportunities out there for other competitors. Namor will certainly
But
stay
first,
she may even win it.
we're going to see
To Ali Abdelkader
Ali.
of Egypt, 6th best in qualification.
this guy was 6th best, but he had
He studied
5.3
Cairo
difficulty,
University,
which is 0.1 behind Liu Yang and Arta Evetian.
one of the oldest
So definitely capable of winning
qualification.
or middling here if he's clean. That was so great for the first half. Yeah, that was really nice. Ooh, inverted cross. There we go. First one in this final. Yeah, her layout, Jaeger, was really nice. I'm impressed with that.
Jonathan into the Maltese. And he also opens up the palms of the hands in his cross position.
Stick.
Nice
Oh,
landing.
not bad.
That could do rather well. Ali Abdelkader of
I feel like if he had a stick, I'd be like, ooh, that might middle.
very well
But I don't know. I don't know about that. I have to translate these messages in
Now,
chat.
is he going to be able to push up towards the podium?
Let's see what you guys are saying.
It's a very good effort this from Ali Abdelkader. He was 10th in qualification last year.
It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. It's chicken soup. Find another team to play on our line. Okay, I don't think it translated very well.
About it.
Never mind.
So were his fans watching on.
All right, where does that sit? Let's see. 13-8. It's a good score, but everyone else has had good routines as well, so it's in last at the moment. That's rough. Let's see what Max is saying on the Stag Media live blog, though. Max is live at the World Cup Cairo event venue, and I have photo evidence as well. This is Max right now on his laptop, providing us with right up to date blog posts from the arena.
Despite coming off right at the start of that very complicated exercise. 6 points.
Name more the routine to watch. Imba full to Imba catch if half doesn't get the grip right and she's off. Does the release again. Alright, let's quickly watch this routine.
Third best in qualification, maybe an opportunity for her. Beautiful start. Arches the back so nicely in the back salto. Maloney.
Oh, nice gingy. That was so close to the bar, but
Needed some adjustment.
she swings nicely. Big dismount.
And that's a very good
Nice.
performance from Jiang Chuting. That is likely to shake up the lead.
She was third in qualifying.
And a 12.8 holding second and third.
Look at the difficulty difference here. We've got... That was a pretty good routine. That was 5-9. Everyone else below her, 5-9 is good. Top, and then you look at Kaylee's routine, 6-9. That's scary.
Oh, what an effort. 13.
Dang, Ali's not happy with the 13-8.
So close, actually, to being on the podium. A matter of one more tenth and he would have been there.
Unlucky, bro.
Now from Chile.
Namor might win. I think she will. I mean, she got a 14.
American champion on this apparatus.
All right, here we go.
Year-old is from the
Jacqueline Alvarez, I believe. Nice holds.
very smoothly.
He's got to hold those for at least 2 seconds.
A little bit wobbly.
A little shaky, but it's an inverted cross.
Secure holders we saw in the previous performance from Abdelkader.
Pretty solid there. I like that. I like that. I feel like he's definitely not quite as tidy, or he doesn't quite hold everything as well as some of the other guys we've seen. Nice routine so far there. Cheeky stick. Needed the stick, I reckon, if he wanted to push.
He was 8th in Antalya.
That won't be podium though, I reckon. Hate to say it.
He got his own parallel bars dismount that he had named for him at this World Cup in 2024. Zhang Shuting,
13-7, okay.
He's into the silver medal position. No surprise there that the leaderboard has changed.
$13-7.
Lucia Ribar,
Same as quals, actually.
Slovenia.
Yeah, everyone else is well below that.
5th best in qualification.
Alright, who's this? I didn't see.
A move for the podium.
Whoa, that
Really
straddle
nicely
stretch
in
is
that.
impressive.
Release and regrasp. That's lovely as well. Very.
I can't even get my
good
stomach to the
gymnastics.
floor when I'm stretching a straddle.
She's attacking the apparatus. Goes well into the handstand position on the low. And a big swing into a secure looking conclusion from Lucia Ribar. She won the bronze medal at the World Cup in Turkey quite recently.
Lucia Ribar.
Joaquin Alvarez trying to break.
Alright,
into
what's
that
Max saying?
top group. We've got Petrunius, Avatisian and Liu, 1, 2 and 3. And he scores 13.4.
13-4 for Alvarez. He's happy. As long as he's happy.
Pau Jimenez of Spain.
Pau Jimenez. This guy will be a friend of my new friend.
966 was his
I have a new
qualification
Spanish
performance.
friend, Jorge Rubio, who is
7th
coaching at my gym now. And he was on the Spanish team.
He has been a medalist on rings in World Cup competition. That was in Croatia a couple of years ago.
So now I'm looking at all the Spanish athletes with more interest. All it takes is one little connection. And now I'm more interested in Spanish gymnastics. Oh, I don't know if these holds are solid there for 2 seconds.
As high difficulty as the leading cluster of gymnasts, but it has a secure amount of
He
control.
doesn't look like a ring specialist to me. I feel like he's good on other apparatus too. Oh, wrong screen. Thanks, chat. All right, give us a stick there.
Pau Jimenez.
Oh, come on, where the sticks at?
Take a fairly sizable adjustment as he landed, but
1
great
stick
effort
in a
there
rings
from the
final.
man from Catalonia.
Oh, I'm straight to bed after this, eh? 13-1.
Lucia Ribar,
Nice.
13.1. She's into the bronze medal.
What does that do for her? I reckon she might keep that bronze. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Luisa Abel. Seventh best in qualification, 12.666 the score. Maloney. And Pax Salto keeps the swing alive. That's in the half turn.
Nice.
Trying to get up towards vertical for the handstands as she now goes into the
Oh, rough.
So it means that there's a high likelihood that the podium remains.
It always
for
looks so
Zhang
chill when
Ribar.
gymnasts fall off like that. But that's a long way to fall. I find when I'm doing dismounts and releases on bar, I don't really notice it. But when I'm just jumping off the bar, like if I'm jumping from the spotting platform or something to the pit or whatever, I notice the height just from that. But when the adrenaline's going, when you're in the middle of competition, you kind of just have to take a big hit like that. Even if you're slightly winded, it's just like, oh well, gotta get up and do it. Do some more gymnastics, which she's done really well here. For a stick, I was about to say. Would have been nice.
Performance of Luisa Abel.
Nice.
Time in World Cup competition for the youngster from Porto Alegre. And, as I
And
mentioned,
that's the whole uneven bar final.
champion on the uneven bars.
Shocker, we have Kaylee Amore winning with a full.
Now Jimenez, he's in 7th place.
That's wild.
13.066. But there is a real contender to get.
She's
onto the
OP.
podium
She's
to
too
come.
overpowered. Alright, last but not least,
This is the gymnast
from
who won the
Egypt, in
bronze
front of a
medal
home crowd,
last time.
Omar Mohammed, I think. Yeah.
We welcome
Come on, boy.
Omar
There's a
Mohammed.
chance here. There's a chance. He needs 13.866. Ooh.
27-year-old from Alexandria, the 2-time Olympian and the 11-time champion of Africa.
Oh, he got 13.933 in quals.
Now he scored
The chance? There's a wee chance.
3-3.
I'm pretty sure this guy broke a record for Egyptian gymnasts at the last World Champs as well,
Just
in his all-around placing. Breathe. I feel like he needs to slow it down a wee bit. Make sure he holds everything. Hold.
tidy so far. Omar Mohammed.
The rings are swinging a little bit. That's like a 0.1.
Very
If
level
the
in
rings are
those
swinging,
positions.
it's a 0.1 deduction in each skill that the rings are swinging
How
for.
tidy can he make this dismount? It's going to need to
Come on,
be
finish the night with a stick.
great authority.
In front of the home crowd. Let's get it.
And
Ah,
it is.
nice.
It's really good. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? As the president of the Egyptian Gymnastics Federation watches on.
What do we reckon, guys? Is that
as his
13.9
teammates and
worthy?
his fans watch on, and they hope.
I don't know.
They hope that he can just do enough. He needs to get a score of 13.866 plus. Louisa Abel scores 11.7. Only 7
If you don't
points.
speak in English,
We'll
then
see more of her in
I won't be
international
able to tell
competition.
you or respond, by the way.
Big first experience being
But
in
if you
a
just
cup event.
leaving a chat in
Norway
another
won
language,
that
that's fine. I
uneven
don't
bars
care.
title, even with
Anyone else that speaks that language can happily read it, and you just can chat amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a 13.7, just for fun.
it was
13.666.
close. Omar Mohammed,
Not quite on the podium.
13.666.
Let's have a last look at what Max did. I'm gonna message Max and see if he wants to.
He wasn't too far away
Give us a
from placing
recap.
on the podium. And we'll bring you those classified results now and the ceremonies. The classified results in the women's uneven bars competition. The bronze medal to Lucia Riba of Slovenia, silver to Jiang Shu
Thank you
of
for the
the
love.
Republic of China, and the gold
No,
medal
I
to
see that.
Leah
Thank you for the
Moore
love.
of
All good.
Algeria.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love for watching. I appreciate it.
It is the second competition in a row that she has won.
Thanks for coming by, everybody.
Cairo.
I'm excited for tomorrow's finals as well. Unfortunately, no Anyal in the high bar final, but we still got some good finals stacked up. Should be fun. Hopefully, Max will be doing a live blog again. It'll be good fun too. Save the Stag Media website in your
Classified results in the men's rings
on your
competition.
Google or anything like that,
For young
and you'll be able to see any new blogs that we have coming out.
just ahead of his 26th birthday to make it onto a World Cup podium with Arthur Avatisian winning the silver medal, and the great Eleftherios.
I'm gonna see if I can get
gold medal in
I'll
international
see what Max
competition.
puts as like a nice little recap for the day, and then I'm gonna head off for the night.
We'll bring you the ceremonies in just a moment. Let's remind ourselves of how the race was run and who won those medals.
Look at Max putting in a shift, man.
The bronze medal
He's been
goes to
typing
Oldham,
today.
Slovenia.
Ah, this is awesome. I'm gonna clean up this like live blog / blog area a bit in the back end. Hopefully make it look a bit better. But this is pretty cool. It kind of worked. Max is able to give us some updates like halfway across the world.
Silver
Life
won
is
by
good.
Zhoxxy Ting of the People's Republic of China with a score of 13.7.
Jiang looks happy. Do you guys reckon Kaylee is happy or nah? She got a gold, but not how she would have wanted to.
And there is the champion,
There we
Kaylee
go.
of Algeria.
She looks happy.
14.033.
Thanks for streaming. Thanks, Cecil. I appreciate it. Thanks for chatting.
Despite not picking up,
It's definitely fun when people
score that
chat.
they did in the
I can interact with the
qualification
chat.
game. When you've got a difficulty like Kaylee Namor has, you've always got a chance, even with a full mark loss for coming off the apparatus.
Here we go. Max Renaud. What a day of finals.
Republic of China, 13.866. Well done.
Very
to him.
competitive
Big
rings and
moment,
Pommel group.
getting a bronze medal. He competed at the World University Games in Germany last year.
All right. I just got a message from Max. This is the last set we'll get.
Silver medal goes to the gentleman who won the
GG.
title
Thank you,
in
Max.
Cairo last year, Artur Avatisian of
I
Armenia.
really appreciate Max. He did this all for free just for the love of the game. Waiting for tomorrow. Thanks. Where do you get the scores in real time? If you actually type, I'll do it right now. Exclamation mark scores. I think I've set it so that a link should pop up, hopefully.
Replacing
Yeah,
the
if you
vice
click on
champion
that,
of
it should pop up with the
Greece.
scores.
Eleftherios Petronius of Greece is your champion here in Cairo.
But that'll do me. Let me do this. Thanks, chat, for coming.
Bring you those ceremonies in just a moment or two. Don't go too far away. See
Make
the
sure you can hear
celebrations
me.
come.
Yeah, I think you can. Thanks, chat, for coming. Appreciate you all for watching. It's been fun. There we. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow for vault, parallel bar, and high bar. And then also women's have their, what do they have? Balance beam and floor. Which should be good. I'm going to go get some sleep. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. And I'll see you later. Peace.